about you. I'm scared what's going to happen after you die. Like, not heaven or hell or anything like that. But being stuck in your grave. It's worse than being in timeout forever. Like hundreds of years, you hear the words, gnawing at your casket. There's nothing you can do about it. You can only hope it keeps them out for another day. Eventually, they'll get through. Hundreds, thousands of hungry worms. And there's nothing you can do.
But it's only your body. You won't be there. You'll be dead, gone, finished. The lights are off, and nobody's home.
They're mad. Hungry worms. Thousands, millions of them.
It's okay, honey. It's just a bad dream.
Billions of them. Mad that you impaled their ancestors on fishing hooks.
A nightmare. It's just a nightmare.
No, it's not. I was dead before you were, and I remember. I always remember at night.
Oh, honey. Don't worry. I'll protect you. I won't let the worms get you.
I'm not worried about me. I'm alive. When you die, they're going to get you. Then, they're going to eat you.
Now, according to my daughter, I have to worry about worms. Billions of hungry little worms with a vendetta. Bad dreams of a 6-year-old. They're cute when you're alive and burdened with everyday worries. But apparently, I'm dead. Or I'm in the middle of a nightmare I can't wake up from. Nope, not a dream, still here. Good slap to the face always woke me from my nightmares. Oh, what I wouldn't give for an adult's bad dream. Kids' nightmares are frightening. Yep. It's me in the casket. Man. Can't believe I whittled down so much. Cancer's a bitch, isn't it? No wonder people had so much trouble talking to me those last few months. If I had to look at that, I'd be speechless too. Look at me. Just a skeleton draped in skin. You know, if I was a dog, it would have taken me around the back of the woodshed, put a bullet in the back of my ear. You know, done with love. Would have been much more humane than pumping me full of poison and false hope. Who am I kidding? Autumn would have prolonged a dog's life too. In her mind, nagging's better than a bullet. Slower, much more painful. My wife. My dear, dear wife. Her parents almost got her name right. They were off by one season. One look beyond her opulent veneer and radiant blue skies of her optimism. She was as frigid as a winter's night. Cold to the core. If I'd only known when I was a kid that beyond every warm Indian summer afternoon lied a bitter, dark abyss. Well, you won. You transformed me, Autumn. I'm just as cold as you.
I don't want you to die, Daddy. They're going to get you. Then, they're going to eat you.
Doesn't work like that, honey.
I don't want to worry, but every day I'm going to worry they got you. Every day I'll dread hearing you scream. Every day I'll worry my dad became a worm turd.
I could think of worse things. I married your mother, after all. Built this thing pretty tough. I'm betting you, your kids, hell, even your kids' kids will probably be long gone before worms break through this thing. Everybody will be gone. Everybody except your mother. She's the empress of the worms.
Flowers for Algernon. You know, he was right. You really do have the semblance of a mouse. You must congratulate Mr. Keyes on his keen observations.
Wait, what? That was Autumn's nickname for me. Mr. Keyes. Danny? Flowers for Algernon. Get well soon. Well, he is a literary nerd, but how the hell did he know that was her pet name for me? I mean, let's face it, she's red, but she's such a Jewish American princess, she'd rather watch Real Housewives of Tel Aviv. How the hell did he know? Wait. Oh, that son of a bitch. How did you not see this coming? Mr. Danny, I'll drive you to Chemo Keys, my best friend. While she was prepping me for the grave, he was prepping himself to fill my wedding bed. That backstabbing snake. Oh, that fat little... I'm so gonna haunt your ass.
Play in the home corner, ready?
Nearly gave me a heart attack. Uncle Leo?
In the flesh.
Oh.
Well, sorta, you know. The real me is in the grave. Lying in that dark, dank box. Listening to the Whams.
Oh, you're so descriptive.
Yeah, they're like drizzle on a tin roof. A bad acid trip that never ends. If I'm lucky, I'll be completely decomposed by the time they break through.
So, you're not really my Uncle Leo then?
Oh, if I was your Uncle Leo, I would have a can of Genesee in one hand and a pack of smokes rolled up my sleeve.
Oh. Things.
Yeah, don't you laugh. But anyway, I'm more of who you remember.
Well, I remember you always having a can of beer in your hands and smoking like a chimney.
You know, enough of the cheap cliches. Can't you see my afterlife is painful enough?
I'm sorry. I'm a bit out of sorts. I've been sick.
You know, no offense, but you didn't die gracefully. If I were alive, I would have lobbied for a closed casket. And these rumors circulating around here, they're true. You do kind of look like a mouse.
Thanks.
Anytime. Oh yeah, I have an idea. Do you happen to have a magic marker?
Why?
Moulage d'Algernon. We're gonna paint whiskies on your face. Imagine Autumn's reaction. She'll either shit herself or threaten to sue the funeral parlor. Either way, the laughter, it'll carry you through the dark times ahead. You in on this?
Sure. Why not?
That's the spirit. How we find a magic marker?
Well, they're not going to have one around the viewing room.
You know, that's a good idea. I'll check over this way.
Over where? There's a wall there.
What wall? Hey, yo! You know there's a dinner party out here. Come on, check it out. Come on, looking good. Oh! I forgot to tell him. He didn't have the seniority yet. Oh.
I think I broke my nose.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Yeah, get down here.
Well, the good news is you're not bleeding. The bad news is you're leaking the embalming fluid. You know, the silver lining, you might decompose quicker. Here, let me help you out. All right, I'll tell you what. You stay here, and I'll go out there and look for a magic marker. Hey, does anybody have a can of Genesee? I haven't had one in, I don't know, 40, 45 years. I'm a little thirsty. And anybody, you know, really, no, there, that was horrible. Is that, what's that? A blue moon? The last blue, that's not gonna tell you what the last blue moon I saw. Hey, you know what? I got a request to everybody. I'm doing a home improvement project. Does anybody have any coffin nails? Anybody got a small? Oh, you got a, oh, God bless you.
Don't forget
Oh my God.
Don't forget the marker.
Oh yeah, does anybody have a magic marker? Oh, I got one, here. Excuse me. I gotta go talk to my nephew. Here. You wanna do the honors?
Oh, don't let me steal your fun.
Oh, okay, here.
Yeah, defile my corpse.
Artist here. One whisker. Two whisker. Three whisker. Four.
Like a twisted Sesame Street.
6 whiskers. A rodent we adore. May I present whiskers for Algernon, skin marks for autumn.
I don't know. Kind of looks like cat whiskers.
Yeah, well, I'm not an artist.
Think you'll see him?
Who knows? You know, we have to wait and see, won't we?
Well, you're the expert.
I was a mechanical engineer, not one of these woo-woo doctors. Anyway, if I knew the mores of women, I wouldn't have been a drunk. But, you know, about this autumn thing, one of these things is gonna happen, you know. She'll either not see them whiskers, she'll see them and react, or she'll see them and not react, thus making her the most obtuse being on the planet next to your Aunt Gloria.
Can't believe you hated me so much.
You know, Mr. Drama King, come here a second. Oh, these old bones are stiff all the time in the box. Here, let's take a look at some of these pictures. You know, if these pictures aren't lying, this autumn is a minx. And that bodes this question. How long were you sick?
I don't know. About a year maybe, give or take?
Well, there's your answer. She had an itch that you couldn't scratch. I wouldn't take it personal.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, she might be selfish, but she doesn't hate you.
Oh, you weren't married to her.
And this is a good point. But if you're really hung up on this, I have a way we can find out.
Oh, go on.
Well, are you still Catholic?
I guess so. I mean, I haven't been in church in years. Besides, what does that matter? Autumn is Jewish.
Well, what I'm about to tell you is a surefire test. You see, I hated the church, and your Aunt Gloria and I fought about it all the time. Now, being a devout Catholic, on the night of my wake, what does she do? She sends in the Babushka Mafia, and they machine gun my casket with prayers. I'm telling you, it was a shooting gallery. They peppered me with so many Hail Marys, I spun in the grave for a year, maybe 2. Anyway, that being said, she's sitting in the corner, and she's crying these crocodile tears, and I swear beneath them, she was laughing. I don't say that I blame her. I put her through to hell, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I don't know. Something like that would take forethought, and Autumn's been known to be kind of short of that.
Hell, I have no fury.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
You know, if I could have the worms on one hand and a can of Genesee and the egg glory on the other, I just might go with the latter, just because being dry is hell. Now that being said, she got me one of these expensive caskets like this, you know, and one of them burial vaults. So I will probably be to powder by the time they break through. In the meantime, you know, it's the Chinese water torture. Wait a second. Hey, that was her point. That was her point. God damn you, Gloria. You should have me cremated. Oh.
Well, looks like Autumn's on her way, and I'm sure winter isn't too far behind.
I saw what you did there. At least you haven't lost your humor yet. Where you going? She ain't gonna see you.
I'm cold enough. I don't need winter's chill.
Oh, go ahead, honey. Have some time with your father. Go ahead. Sweetheart, he's not going to bite you. He's dead. It's okay. Antigone, sometime today, please. That way, if you have to get anything out of your system, be done with it now. Now run along, please.
The moment of truth, buddy boy. The moment of truth.
Mom! Mom, sew your whiskers on Dad's face. They look like cat whiskers.
Wait, what?
On the 8th day, let there be skid marks for Autumn.
Scoot over, sweetheart. Let me see. Where? I don't see those.
Right there on his cheeks.
Honey, I don't see anything. You're just imagining it. It's okay.
Foiled again.
Something to be said about being cynical. You only see what you want to see.
You can't see them?
Sweetheart, there is nothing there. I mean, listen, sweetheart, how about this? You sit here, take some time with your daddy, cat whiskers and all, and I've got some work to catch up on in the back. I'll be right back there.
Go ahead, T.
You named the kid Tiggy.
Oh, Antigone.
Ah, well, given the current circumstances, that's poetic justice.
Sort of. She was terrified of me being buried. We both wanted me to be cremated. It was Autumn's idea to have a proper burial. She had this nightmare not too long before I died. About worms. Billions of hungry little worms. Said she knew because she was dead before me. I thought she meant she hadn't been born yet.
And you know, us post-effects, we have a way of allowing the women in our lives to wrap us around their fingers.
Hi, Daddy. I'm sorry you got sick and couldn't get better. I miss you. I miss how you make me laugh. I haven't laughed since you went away. Mom doesn't make me laugh. I love her now. She's good as me, but she's not funny. I know you put the whiskers on your face for me to make me smile, but I can't smile. I'm too sad. I'm sad that you died. I'm sad that you won't take me roller skating or float the river or help me with my homework. But mostly, I'm sad that someone won't see you again. I'm going to cry now and really sad that you won't hug me or kiss me and make it better.
Love you, T.
I love you too, Daddy. I want you to come back. I want you to come home. He's cold. He's cold like frozen meat.
You know, from this dead guy's perspective, I would have rather died a broken down drunk whose family hated him than to be in your shoes. I think I'm gonna check the casket here to make sure your corpse isn't crying.
She heard me say I loved her. You heard her.
I saw her hear you.
Antigone? I miss you too. Just know that I love you. I always will. You know that picture in your room of us in Glacier? That one's my favorite. Whenever you're sad, look at that picture. It'll get you through the bad times.
I love it.
What did you say, dear?
Daddy is talking to me.
I'm sure he is, sweetheart. It's gonna be okay.
He is. He told me when I'm sad to look at the picture of us in Glacier.
Picture in Glacier? Well, that was his favorite picture now, wasn't it?
It's mine too. I don't want to be here. Take me home, please.
Okay, Antigone, remember, your grandmother's gonna be here in just a few moments, okay?
I want to go now.
Patience, Antigone. Remember, patience is a virtue.
Tell your mother that's true, but you're not confined to it.
That's true, but I'm not confined to it.
Where did you learn that?
Really freak her out. Do the zipper lip.
Oh, Antigone, Lynn, what am I gonna do with you? I know you've had a really long week. How about we go home? Or at least go wait out front for Grandma? Sound good? All right, let's go.
I love you, Daddy.
Love you too, sweetheart.
Oh, gut wrenching. I think I would rather listen to the worms. You know, speaking about confinement, you're gonna learn more about it than you care to know.
Huh? Did you say something?
I said, I think I need a Genesee. You want to talk about hell? I get a hall pass, and no one in that dinner party has a Genesee. I don't think they knew what I was talking about.
Antigone always did goodbyes better than I did. She gets that from her mother. It's a good trait to have.
Why do I get the distinct impression that I'm talking to your Aunt Gloria?
Well, then you should be used to people ignoring your babble.
Oh!
You know, you're like an illiterate Howard Cosell, offering commentary to an Alzheimer's patient's solitaire tournament.
Oh! Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go back to the dinner party and get me a beer. In the meanwhile, you sit here and ruminate about the virtues of silence. It's not like you have an eternity of it standing in the face. So, but let's not address the elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room. You want elephants in the room? When Danny Key shows up, it'll be hard to miss him.
Oh, forget about him. In case you didn't get the memo, you're dead. And listen to me, this is really important.
You still talking?
Anger begets anger. And the grave is a shitty place to be angry. All you can do is spin. It's not pleasant, especially if you're prone to the vertigo.
In case you didn't get the memo, you're dead. You can't even drink beer. What are you doing out there? Ah, the hell with him. It's not even real. He's just a memory of him.
You know, I'm impressed. You're already hallucinating. It took me years and I died in a wet brain. I want to know what they put in your chemo, because whatever it was, it really crossed your wires.
Copious amounts of edibles, if you know what I mean.
Wait, well, I'm confused. You're saying that your chemo gave you an appetite.
No. Ganja, weed, marijuana.
Wait, what? You ate the marijuana? What, back in my day, only the hippies, the yippies, and college smoked this stuff, and now you're eating it? Holy, Joe, how has the world gone to hell in a handbasket?
My dad used to say that all the damn time.
Well, it's true, especially when the good upstanding people are eating the marijuana.
You're a dinosaur. The world passed you by.
Maybe so.
bitch. When did you die?
I don't know. My last couple months, years, they were a blur. You see, I drowned in a can of Genesee. You were a kid, though. You're like your daughter's age.
So, that was what? Late 70s, early 80s?
Something like that, but who's counting? Ooh. There is something about that Undertaker that I don't like. She really gives me them heebie-jeebies. Anyway, it looks like your party's about to start. You know what I gotta tell you this, there's nothing like a good Christian send-off to steel you for the grave. I wish we were the Irish. At least the booze would flow. You people out here, I don't know if you notice or not, I don't want to ruin your party and gross you out, but next door, my nephew's having a wake. And apparently he was kind of an odd fellow, my nephew. He didn't have many friends, and the ones he did, apparently didn't like them too much.
You're a shit salesman.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, as far as parties go, it'll probably be dead. You see what I did there? Yeah.
You know you're not funny, right?
Yeah, well, such is the afterlife. Oh, yeah. You want to know what a wake is?
Oh, do tell.
It is a trial by your peers. Their reaction will tell you everything you need to know about how you led your life. Now, in my estimation, the more tears, the better. You see, outside of your inglorious crocodile tears, no one cried at my wake.
I did.
Yeah, but you were a kid and you couldn't, what's the word? Conceptualize. You could conceptualize the damage that I did to the people who love me. It doesn't matter anyway, because in 100 years they'll all be dead anyway, so.
Oh, I didn't know you were so cheery.
Yeah, well, I'm the light at the end of the frickin' tunnel. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna zip it and go watch the verdict.
Promises, promises. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You have to remember something, Danny. Today you are here to support me, the grieving widow, and here for your best friend. Nothing more today.
You know, if that's any indication, you didn't die of the cancer. You died of the autumn.
Would you please shut up?
Would you put that away?
Oh my God.
God, why don't you just get up there and pay your respects before everybody else gets here?
I think I'll do that. Hey, buddy. I never imagined life playing out like this.
No shit.
You there, me here. Back when we were kids, you got everything you wanted. Girls, games, wheels.
Cancer.
I was the loser.
You said it.
Look at me.
Can't miss you.
I thought for sure I'd be gone long before you. Life is full of surprises,
Isn't it? He's gonna fess up.
I was devastated when you were diagnosed with cancer. I couldn't believe it. You, perfect life, perfect wife, perfect kid. This doesn't happen to you.
No.
It shouldn't happen to you. And yet, here we are.
Here we are.
I have to admit, I was jealous. Wasn't good enough to be like you. I wanted to be you.
Good. Get in.
I don't think he's gonna fit.
Fate would have it. I'm getting my chance. Autumn and I have been seeing each other since the day you got sick. She was devastated. She needed a shoulder to cry on. And then you know as well as I do. One thing led to another.
What are you doing?
Trying to wiggle my whiskers. I'm trying to give that fat ass a heart attack.
He ain't gonna see him.
It worked for Antigone.
Yeah, she has the innocence.
Fuck! That's it. I'm just gonna have to haunt him.
I wouldn't waste my time.
What else am I gonna do?
Good point.
She loved you.
Oh, yeah.
She really did. But weakness of the flesh, my friend. Weakness of the flesh. It got in the way of a beautiful thing.
What?
We wanted to let time pass. You know, let people's emotions settle down before we announce our plans to the world.
Good.
You see, we fell in love.
Oh.
Didn't mean to. It happens.
Slipped and fell.
It happens. We want to show your memory the appropriate respect.
Well, allow me to nominate you for Humanitarian of the Year, ass.
We go back a long time.
Boy, do we.
I'm sorry I had to end this way for you. I'm sure somewhere, heaven or hell, you're okay with it.
Suck it!
And appreciate me looking after your family. We have the best intentions at heart. Yeah, I may have jumped the gun a bit.
Should have kept it in your holster.
But all things considered, just want to make sure your family's taken care of and your memory respected.
Move in.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say my best friend just pissed on my leg and told me it was raining.
It was awkwardly beautiful, watching, sharing the arc of your life, way back when he's looking after your Hot Wheels.
Oh, you stole him? Oh, that bitch started early.
To today, henceforth, I look after your family. Rest easy, my friend. I'm sure they're going to miss you. I'm going to miss you.
That mother.
Confucius say, if man steals wife, best revenge is to let him keep her.
Well, you know, this worm thing is true. At least you and I will be long gone by the time the worms get through this thing. Old Danny boy doesn't stand a chance.
Nice knowing you, buddy.
Oh, shit! You know, for a live guy, he's got clammy hands.
Sorry I got in this way. It's hard on everybody.
Oh, don't talk to me about hard.
Touch me.
Grand Theft Auto.
And now he's my best friend. Just goes to show what I meant to people.
Let's be honest. You were kind of a dick.
Thanks.
Anytime. Hey, who dis?
I'm done.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Alex. Sweet Alex. I imagined when we saw each other again, you wouldn't have aged. Time caught up with you too. I dreamt that you of all people, would be the same. Oh, you know, life was so much easier knowing you were there, somewhere under the same moon I stared upon. Knowing the boy that I always listened to was there. God, life is so unfair. Look at me, talking to someone I haven't even seen in 21 some years. But God, Alex, you know, I feel like you're listening. Because I know you're listening to me.
Apparently she does.
Oh my God. I don't know, I feel foolish standing here. Of course you can't hear me. But somehow, I don't know, I feel like you do. God, Alex, this is horrible. I don't know, I always imagined, you know, and dreamt of the day that we'd get together and walk off, you know, into life's sunset.
Oh, Slugger, did she have the plans for you? How dare you go and die on her? Hey, no, she's kind of still a looker. I think you really screwed the pooch on this one. Hey, did the old ball and chain know about her?
Why would she? And her name's Lisa, by the way. I asked her out when we were teenagers. She shot me down.
Poor guy.
Suffered her longings just to be near her. Got banished to the friend zone.
Not the pubic purgatory.
More like the loin limbo.
Oh.
I ditched my self-respect and subjected myself to listening to her pine about relationship drama. Hence, her delusional belief that I'm such a good listener. I listened to her go on and on for hours over relationship issues just to be near her. You know, if Autumn heard me talk about this, she'd laugh me out of the casket.
I'm about ready to.
I mean, my listening skills are, well, were Autumn's chief complaint.
Oh God, Alex, if only I had been honest with myself.
And me?
That's a hindsight alert. Oh.
Who is that?
I have no idea.
Wait, you don't know?
No, I do.
Oh, that rotten son of a...
Oh, Alex, I don't know if you knew this, but I kind of always had this special place in my heart for you, and I don't know, I just always thought maybe you had something so much bigger in store for you. And maybe after you did what you had to do in life, and, you know, you were done being bored with my nonsense, maybe we'd get together, and maybe then there'd be time for us.
Something's gonna happen, I think. Oh, something is gonna happen.
Hi, excuse
Oh my
me.
God, this is so sad.
I know, sweetheart. I see that you've been up here for quite a while.
Oh,
Do I know
yes.
you?
Oh, I don't think we know. I'm Lisa Kybars. I'm an old friend of Alex. And you are?
His wife.
Oh, Autumn, if I remember. Such a beautiful name.
Yeah, and so how do you know my name?
Well, I was visiting Alex's page on Facebook, you know, to kind of
Okay.
see where his life journey has taken him.
Okay.
And I just stumbled across your name.
This is where it's taken him, and let me tell you something, sweetheart.
Oh,
I don't know who you are.
Well, I already said it, Lisa. I'm an old friend of Alex's.
So here's the deal. I'm sure you're all kinds of sleazy old
No,
friends,
I'm not a
but I'm
sleazy
gonna
old
go ahead and
friend.
tell you that I think
Jesus,
it's wild.
Cousin Mary! What the hell was that?
What, Danny? Wait.
I felt something.
Oh God. What did you feel now?
Guilt.
Oh my God.
Something cold.
Okay,
Like
so
it went right through me.
Oh,
Okay.
man. Okay, I
this
was
is
giving my piece to Alex. I almost felt like he was here with us. Was it something like a present? Maybe you felt something? I heard that maybe that you could feel
Okay,
like
enough.
old presents.
Enough. Sweetheart, I'm gonna ask you to leave. I find it wildly inappropriate that you would be here at my husband's wake and making a mockery of me.
Oh, okay. You know what? First off, back up. Second of all, black is not your color.
Excuse me, I look good in black.
Women of your ilk are best suited for red because red highlights your ambitions.
Oh.
I was a nice guy. I never cheated on my wife.
Sure you didn't.
I never cheated on a girlfriend in high school.
Sure you didn't.
And yet, at my funeral, a girl I fell in love with when I was a teenager almost gets in a fight with my wife.
Well, you know, it could get worse.
Worse? How could it get worse? I'm dead.
Yep.
My mentor in the afterlife is my crazy-ass uncle who drank himself to death.
This is true.
Who, by the way, confirmed my daughter's worst fears, that I'm now in a race to decompose before the worms get through my casket and eat me alive.
Well, here's the thing. You're not quite alive.
Oh, it's a figure of speech.
Yeah. Now, hold on a second. Be quiet. Do you hear something?
Nope.
You know how I was telling you about it's going to get worse? You don't hear that?
No.
Don't you move.
Where am I gonna go?
You smell that?
Just your bullshit.
It smells of holy water and stale prayers. Oh, Bill. I got a bad feeling about this.
Our Father who art in heaven,
Oh, Jesus.
come on now, Gloria.
Wait! That's Gloria! Oh, scusa me, c'è poco time! Oh, Jesus! Stay on, they're not gone yet! Oh. God, won't be that again by the time they get out of here. Okay, they're good. It's only the mortician in your family. I think we're okay.
Really?
Yeah. Oh!
You lying.
I was the mortician. I told you I didn't trust her. You feeling okay down there?
Yeah, my head's a little woozy, but I think I'm fine.
Oh no! The same thing happened to me, and you know the story.
So not only do I have a headache, but now I'm gonna be spinning in my grave for a year. Is that it?
Or two.
You're all sunshine.
Yeah.
She really hated me, didn't she?
Oh, maybe.
I know. What difference does it make?
Yeah. Well, you know what? The only thing we have to. Whatever the story is, you're about to find out. The autumn approaches. Oh.
Alex. Look at you. Part of me is secretly jealous. I mean, the last couple of months, year, it's just been exhausting.
Yeah, I'm beat.
I mean, I'm just so tired, so tired of being strong, so tired of putting on this brave face. I mean, secretly, I thought this day would be different. I waited for it. I waited for it for so long, for it to finally be over, and now that it's here, I realize how wrong I was. Oh God. This isn't right. Why did you have to get sick, you fucker? I mean, why'd you have to even die on me?
not right. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I'm gonna do this alone, Alex. I don't know how I'm gonna do this alone. I mean, how am I gonna raise Antigone alone? Did you ever think about that?
I'm about to ask your new boyfriend.
You know what I hated about you?
Oh, you're gonna tell me.
Oh, Alex, you always had an answer. A snide one, for sure. I mean, let's be honest, definitely a misguided one. But you always had an answer. And now? Oh God, Alex. Oh God, nothing, just a cold slab of meat. Oy vey. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this alone. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you.
Why don't you ask old Danny boy?
I'm just so tired of being strong. Alex, I'm tired of not being able to have a frail moment like all the other women in the world. I've got to wear these power suits and, I mean, I know we've already established I look really good in them, right? But underneath, I'm just weak. I'm just weak. Like you. You know, before you went downhill, Alex, we were a team. I mean, it wasn't perfect, whatever, but we were a team. I asked you to be a stay-at-home dad, and you did it. And then I hated you for it. You gotta know I didn't hate you. I don't hate you, I tell you what I hated.
Let me write this down.
You never grabbed your hot spot. Ever. Once, not even one time. You always complied. Just wanted you to stick up for yourself, to be strong. Couldn't I have taught you something? Alex, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When I was weak, I mean, I slipped. It was only once, but I slipped. I needed help. You know this about me. I need help. I'm the breadwinner, for goddamn sakes. That's why I needed you, and so... He helped me. He helped me. He helped me. Oh my God, don't talk to me!
Jesus Christ, take it easy.
Sit down. Just leave me alone. The truth is underneath, I'm just weak. Really weak. Oh God, Alex.
She ain't gonna see ya.
You know, Antigone, she had said, she could see some whiskers on your face. I kind of see what she meant. I mean, kind of mousy. That kid's got an imagination, doesn't she? She takes after you. I don't know what we're gonna do without you, Alex. What are any of us gonna do without you, Alex? You were the glue. Now, you're dead. For fuck's sake. I love you. I've always loved you.
Namaste.
Well, at least she doesn't hate you. More than I can say about your Aunt Gloria. Not that your Aunt Gloria hated you. Did I ever tell you that she despised me?
That's because you were a jackass that drank himself to death. You know, that's
why. Get it out.
Never mind.
I don't know, but it looks like if you don't ship up your attitude here, your first couple of years in the pit, there's gonna be a riot.
Oh, don't remind me.
The Requiem Mass will be in 30 minutes. We ask that the family and friends join us there.
Come on, hurry up.
Oh, jeez, take your time.
You know, this falls under the auspices of what the living wouldn't do to save your soul. You know, you do have a nice new pad there, Alex. I hope you enjoy it.
Can't be that bad, right?
Only if you don't have the claustrophobia. Anyway, it was great to see you again. It was better to stretch them old bones. Until the next time.
Hello? Anybody out there? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Hello? This has to be a bad dream. Hello? Uncle Leo? Autumn? Somebody get me out of here! Somebody wake me up!
There was a ragged man followed in our footsteps, running before time took our dreams away, leaving the myriad small creatures trying to tie us to the ground, to a life consumed by slow decay. The grass was green.